How do you save an animal that no one knows about? This is the serow. Nestled in the bovid family, along with cows, goats, sheep, and antelope, the serow is a type of hooved mammal. With cloven feet and square pupils, wiry fur, and a luscious mane, plus large, sensitive ears, a serow looks like a cross between a goat, a boar, and a donkey. It's often referred to as a goat antelope. Forest-dwelling, it's not a deer, but it's sometimes confused for one. There are a handful of serow species, but with so little scientific focus on them, the exact number is difficult to pin down. The serow is a ghost. Now, consider the ghost-like tiger and leopard. It's tough to imagine not knowing these charismatic creatures. And yet, the serow lives among them, unknown and unseen. In parts of their range, the serow crosses paths with these better-known, yet still elusive animals. Tigers and leopards get tons of human attention, which has led to continued research and conservation efforts. But the serow, less appealing for one reason or another, remains shrouded in mystery. This video aims to change that. Tucked away, high in mountain forests, reaching up towards the tree line, serows settle. They spend their days resting, laying atop gnarled trees overhanging stony ledges, or beneath hedges growing over cracks in the mountainside. Serows are ruminants, spending hours chewing regurgitated food to break it down for easier digestion. Their hooved toes are heavily padded, offering them grip on steep surfaces. A rocky cliff is no match for an agile serow. During twilight hours, they move through the trees, seeking out forage in the form of leaves, herbs, and grasses. Males and females alike possess tough horns that can be used to dislodge stubborn shrubs. Even poisonous plants are no match for the four-chambered serow stomach. At night, they sleep, often seeking shelter in hidden caves. Serows don't spend much time together, but it's autumn now and mature adults will be on the lookout for a potential partner. Their horns aren't just for foraging. Male serows use them to fight each other, aiming to maim and send any competitors to the valley below. At altitudes of over 10,000 feet, 3,000 meters, it's a long way to fall. The oldest males can be told apart by their worn, thick horns, proving both their age and vitality. After mating, a serow pair may part ways, but as winter descends, it can be beneficial to have a cuddly mate. Even alone, however, serows are equipped for mountaintop climates. Their thick fur traps in heat, and their stout, sturdy legs push through snowdrifts. They know their territory well and use this information to find food in the most frigid temperatures. In late spring, lambs are born. A young mother travels with her single lamb. Serows rarely give birth to twins. Just one offspring is enough of a challenge traversing through the hilly slopes of Southeast Asia. It's believed that upwards of half of serow young won't survive their first year of life, and those that do still face many obstacles. While serows have been recorded living to nearly 20 years old, their life expectancy is closer to 5 years. Lambs may be taken by adult weasels and other opportunistic carnivores, while adults fall prey to the aforementioned tigers and leopards. Venomous snake bites can end them, as well as infection, which claims many yearlings. Even fellow herbivores present a hurdle. Life on the mountaintop is extreme. Maintaining a secure source of food throughout the entire year is imperative for survival. Deer, either larger in size or greater in number, can force a solitary serow away from an easy meal. Serows stand about 3 feet, 91 centimeters tall at the shoulder, about the size of a large domestic goat. A serow's horns are ringed, growing up and back as they age. These can be used for defense, but won't stop every attacker. Sometimes it's safer to run up a cliff where other animals can't reach. It's here the serow stands superior. A quick rub against a tree spreads the serow's scent. Oily glands beneath their eyes secrete a substance unique to each individual. These dark glands are tear-like slits that can give the serow a sorrowful expression. They're one of the distinct indicators that separate these goat antelope from other similar-looking animals throughout their range. The serow isn't actually crying. The fluids these glands produce clue other serows in the area into who lives where and how healthy they are. They don't even need to see each other to find out about their neighbors. Serows come in a range of colors, from nearly black to cream, often displaying a lighter underside than back. Some have a large, light spot on the sides of their torso, but others are solid. It's not just their face that produces an oily secretion. A serow's feet also produce a substance to share its information with fellow forest inhabitants. While a male serow may be tolerated by a single female, she's unlikely to welcome any other intruders. Even her own offspring get the cold shoulder once there's a new mouth to feed. By the time a lamb reaches a year old, it's ready to set off and find its own territory. But this can be difficult as the wild world shrinks. Humans pose the greatest threat to serows. Illegal hunting and habitat destruction have reduced their numbers to the point that some populations are nearing extinction. It's not all grim, though. The Japanese serow bounced back from the brink when regulations were put in place to protect them. While laws exist to eliminate their hunting in other parts of their range, they're often not enforced. But we have the knowledge that a combined conservation effort, including spreading awareness and education, can improve the serow's numbers. The more people know, the better the serow has a chance to survive. It may not be as charismatic as a tiger or leopard, but the serow needs and deserves as much protection. As part of the web that includes these top predators, saving serows also means saving other species, including those that eat them. It may be a ghost in nature, but it doesn't need to be ghosted by knowledge. If you learned something new today, share this video with someone else. Let's continue to learn about the fascinating and unique serow. There's an entire members exclusive video covering even more serow facts. Join the AFF Patreon with Dad, SpikeSpiegel93, and the rest of the crew for continued human-made content. You can also show your support with a thumbs up or by leaving a comment. Thank you for watching Animal Fact Files.